it is very much about getting them to understand at what times of the day their energy levels are the highest, so as they're far more productive. I say to people fall into one of three categories, and there's lots of research that backs this up. They're either the larks or the owls, which most people know about. So if you're a lark like me, a genuine, really early morning person. But genuine larks are people that they're up and at it at sort of 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning, and almost they consider breakfast to be a midday meal. You know? But if they're not careful, by the time they get to 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon, their energy levels are really on the wane. Owls, on the other hand, are very much night people. So they come into, they're the ones that sort of, you know, to them they'll work right the way through until sort of 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, having started at sort of 9 or 10 the night before. And they're very happy doing that. But they only make up, both larks and owls only make up a small percentage of the population. Everybody else are hummingbirds, and you've either got larkish hummingbirds or you've got owlish hummingbirds. And I say, and if I take a larkish hummingbird as a prime example, a larkish hummingbird, they'll come into work in the morning and they'll start off, but it's not at a sprint, they work up to it. Their best time of the day, their most productive time of the day is about 10, 11 o'clock in the morning. Then it sort of slowly goes down a little bit towards lunch, and then they have another peak in the afternoon before it sort of dips off again towards the end of the day. And what I see a lot of people doing is I see a lot of people trying to do tasks that require high concentration levels at a time when their energy levels are the lowest during the day. So if we stick with my larkish hummingbird example, what I say to people is, what a larkish hummingbird should be doing is they should be coming in and doing what I call a couple of warm-up tasks to start with. And they're tasks that, yes, they need doing, but they don't need a lot of thought process. And then mid-morning, when their energy levels are at the highest, what they need to be doing then is they need to be looking at a couple of things that are on their action today list and doing key tasks. Once they've got a key task out of the way, or they've at least made progress on it, and they're sort of waning towards lunchtime a little bit, give themselves a reward task, something that they really enjoy doing, and it's also something that has to be done. Then take that sort of thing that a lot of people don't do these days, take that lunch break, but then follow a similar sort of pattern in the afternoon again. A warm-up task, a couple of key tasks, and then a reward task to finish off the end of the day. But it's all about ensuring that people are using their high energy levels to do things that require that concentration and that thought process.